behind the scenes with future country rock blues kings and queens. Discover them first with Palm Mash TV. Palm Mash TV.
It's Paul Mash TV time again. Thank you so much for joining us. We got a great interview coming up in just a moment. But as always, don't forget about that subscribe button and bell buttons below you there. And anytime you click that, you'll be notified of any new episodes coming your way. And if you want to leave a comment on the comment section, you're welcome to. We'd love to hear from you. And pay attention to the description part of this interview because we'll have content info for you. And it'll also be repeated at the closing credits at the end of the show, so we hope you'll stay tuned for that. From Fayetteville, Arkansas today, we have Beaux Jenkins of Beaux Jenkins and the 357's. And they're another awesome band. I think you're really going to like them. And we're going to get to that in a second, but here's a quick word from the Caden Gordon Show and TLC Travel Agency. So don't go away. We'll be right back right after this.
The Caden Gordon Show, today's best country mix, is a 2-hour show playing independent and mainstream country music you know and love. Be sure to check it out at thecadengordonshow.com for more information on the show.
Ever thought about owning your own business? Tanya Lapsley-Cockett did. She decided a little over 5 years ago that she was going to be an entrepreneur, so she started her travel business. Tanya is married and works a full-time job. Her business has given her amazing opportunities. Not only does she get to help people create memories by booking their vacations, sporting and entertainment tickets, rental cars, etc., but it has also allowed her to help other families create legacy income. The travel industry is extremely lucrative and is an $8 trillion industry. The travel industry is projected to earn in excess of $15 trillion over the next 10 years. The travel industry pays its professionals up to 70 to 80% commission on the travel that they book for themselves and their clients. As a travel business owner, Tanya books travel and teaches others how to own and operate their own travel business. She is a director in training on the marketing side of her business, where she has helped over 90 families start their own businesses. If you're interested in owning your own travel business, please contact Tanya at 917-743-1199 or at ladytlc3555@me.com.
Okay, we're back, and with us from Fayetteville, Arkansas, we have Beaux Jenkins, Beaux Jenkins and the 357's. Thanks for joining us, Beaux.
Oh, thanks for having me, sir.
Yeah, no problem. Well, tell us your story. I mean, I bet you had an interesting story growing up and your love for music. I mean, maybe you always wanted to be an artist when you were a kid or something. But anyway, tell us in your own words. We'd love to hear it.
Oh, I had no intention playing music, to be honest with you. I really thought my life was going to be in sports and stuff. And when I was 14 years old, I came home from football practice one day, and my granddaddy, he bought me a guitar, and it was sitting in the living room. And I got there, and I said, well, whose guitar is that? And he said, well, I bought that for you. And I said, well, why? He said, I just had a dream that music's going to take you a lot further than sports would. And my granddaddy and them, they all played collegiate football. My granddaddy got drafted twice to the NFL, and he turned him down to be a school teacher. And I was like, oh, whatever. Well, lo and behold, I got hurt. And I was doing physical therapy, and the doctor was like, you can bring anything you want in here with you, to pass time. And so I took that guitar with me, and I learned how to play by ear. I can tell you this, for the first couple months I was in there, I drove them doctors and nurses crazy because I was just beating the hell out of that guitar. But I finally learned how to play it, and then I ended up out in Oklahoma, and I went to this bar with a couple guys, and they were having this thing called open mic.
Mm-hmm.
And they tried to talk me into going up there, and finally about 2 hours in, I was like, all right, I'll play a song. And so I played a song, and the guy that owned the bar, he was like, well, he said, how many songs you know? And I said, two. He kind of laughed, and he's like, well, I'll tell you what. He said, if you can learn an hour's worth of music, he said, I'll give you $100 for an hour. I was like, all right. And I learned 12 songs, and I played. And after I got done playing, I just realized that's what I was supposed to do in life. And I've been playing music now for 16 plus years on the road. And it's probably the worst career you could ever ask for, but at the same time, it's the best career I've ever had, you know. And it's tough. Like, I don't know. I don't think a lot of people realize like how tough music actually is. Like, it's tough. It's cutthroat, and you know, you gotta look out for you, and you gotta do what is going to help you out. You know, I mean, of course, you meet people down the way that they offer to help you, but in the long run, you know, you just gotta stick with it, and you gotta make a big commitment because it's a different life.
Mm-hmm. Well, maybe you'll have more years ahead of you, and I hope you do. I know you make people happy with your music. That's what's important, you know.
Yeah.
What were some of the artists that you grew up with that have motivate you, you know, to be an artist?
Well, so with my grandparents raised me, and you know, my granddaddy, he was really big into like big band music from like 20s and 30s, and then we listened to a lot of like BB King and some Conway Twitty, and we listened to a lot of blues. Like growing up, I listened to blues as a kid, and then you know, when I got a little older, I got into like, you know, Guns N' Roses and Metallica, and then my real keen for music was like punk music, like the Butthole Surfers or Bad Religion and the Offspring and stuff like that. But growing up in Northwest Arkansas, there's not too many venues for that style of music. So I got into a bluegrass band, and we played bluegrass, and I couldn't make any money. And like I said, when I was out in Oklahoma, I was listening to Red Dirt music, which was like Cross Canadian Ragweed and Stoney LaRue and all of them. So I swapped over from bluegrass going into Red Dirt. And it took a while for that to kick on around here, and it finally catched on. And so I play, I guess you would consider it be Red Dirt / Southern rock. So, but I put my own twist on it. There, sometimes they're like, I can still hear the bluegrass in your music, you know. So it's hard to shake away from bluegrass because, like, I really enjoy bluegrass. It's if you're ever down on your luck or you're feeling sad, you just pop in some old bluegrass, and that'll change your life right there.
Yeah, there's a lot of great influences, all kinds of genres there. You mentioned Butthole Surfers and BB King, Conway, you know, Metallica, all that. Those were great bands. I can tell you that much. Very good legends for sure.
Oh yeah.
Tell us how we can find you. I mean, are you on streaming formats? Do you have an official site, social media? You know.
Yeah. You can find us on all the streaming platforms, and we got a website. It's www.BEAUX and the 357's.com, and we're on YouTube, and we got I try to put my music out all over, you know.
Mm-hmm. And you're on all social media platforms like Facebook, Instagram, so forth.
Yeah, I'm probably the worst musician when it comes to social media. I'm just not into it. Like, I believe that, like, I just don't believe social media should sell a musician. I believe, you know, kind of like old school way, like, you going out to bars and you find a new act, and then you start, you know, following their music and stuff. But you know, some of these guys, and I give it to them. You know, they pay their way to get their music out there through social media, and I just won't do it, and I won't do it.
Mm-hmm. Okay, well, go check them out, Beaux Jenkins, and 357's.com, and check them out all streaming platforms, and I know he would love you for that. And we're about ready to watch your video here. It's called Heading South. I'm sure it's self-explanatory, but tell us a little story about this song. We'd love to hear it.
So this song just takes place about a guy killed a dude in Arkansas, and then he went down into Oklahoma and shot at some police, and then he finally, it ended in Texas. And I can't really write a lot of fictional songs, so I try to write all my songs that have some type of real life story to them, and I really like it. It's a little on the darker side, but it's just a good story song.
Okay, well, it is a great song, and I know everyone out there is going to love it, and we're going to get to that in a second. But first, Beaux, I want to thank you so much for being on the show today. Come back anytime you want to plug something new. Maybe we'll have you back on again sometime.
Hey, I appreciate you, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. And here it is, Heading South by Beaux Jenkins and the 357's, and it begins right now.
Another empty night with this bottle in my hand. That cheap whiskey burns, but I don't give a damn. And I can't seem to find a way out of this hell. It's like I'm locked up in my home prison cell. Sitting at this bar just trying to ease my mind, when a man walked up and he pulled out a switchblade knife. But when he crossed my path, I pulled out a 45. I shot him in the heart as I just watched him die. I'm heading south now, as fast as I can run. When comes along my trail, I'll be gone by the morning sun. So what's one more sin? You live life by the gun. Lord knows I'm sorry all the hurt that I've done. Over that Oklahoma state line, and I'm heading south right down Highway 69. I got pulled over at a place called Stringtown. 201 was on the badge as I shot the man to the ground. I'm heading south now, just fast as I can run. On my trail, I'll be gone by the morning sun. So what's one more sin? You live life by the gun. Lord knows I'm sorry all the hurt I've done. Texas, or just before the morning sun. Them old red and blues now they're coming on pretty strong. Well, I pulled over and I loaded up a 45. I said one more prayer, or just before I say goodbye. I'm heading south now, just fast as I can run. My trail, I'll be gone by the morning sun. So what's one more sin? You live right by the gun. Lord knows I'm sorry, all the hurt I've done. Fast as I can run. The guns are on my trail, I'm gone by the morning sun. So what's one more sin? You live like